Comedy Film Nerds Podcast.
Trailers. Acts of Vengeance. Oh, Antonio Banderas. I'll tell you, I'm watching this trailer, and I just can't get Puss in Boots from Shrek out of my head whenever Antonio Banderas talks now.
Or the Nasonex B.
Yeah, or the Nasonex B, that's right. So, I mean, he's literally become a cartoon character. So it's a little more difficult to take him seriously in a straight action movie anymore. But that's what this is. Like what were you saying, Aaron?
Yeah, what was your joke on this?
It's like Hollywood is Oprah, and they're just like, you get a Taken, you get a Taken, you get a Taken.
Yeah.
Everyone gets. There's literally 2 or 3 Takens that are coming out around the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one.
The Foreigner with Jackie Chan. We had Kidnap with Halle Berry already.
I think I'm most excited about
Proud
The
Mary.
Foreigner with Jackie Chan.
Right.
That looks really interesting to me. And it also looks like what The Expendables did so successfully, but just, not as campy, is what do you do with an aging action star? And you put him in a movie like this.
Mm-hmm.
This is what looks really interesting to me about The Foreigner. Acts of Vengeance, not so much. I mean, it looks like it almost looks like more of a John Wick, the way the action is shot. Like just really frenetic, quick, guns, punching, kicking. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I mean, could Acts of Vengeance be like a crazy, fun action movie? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think with the
I am
growth
Puss in Boots. I can't get past that.
with the growth of MMA and the popularity of the UFC, I think we're just seeing more and more of these movies where it's like 40-plus-year-old actor is now this brawling fisticuffs guy. Like,
And Keith Urban is a cage fighter.
Yeah,
His
that's what it
cage
looks
fighter
like.
buddy. I don't know what the relationship is.
That was very vague in the trailer. It's like, all right, well now he's fighting in a ring, but and he's also the confidant of Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
But the funniest thing in this trailer was that as penance, after his family gets killed, he decides he's not going to talk. Like in Acts of Vengeance, he's taking a vow of silence until he finds his family's killers.
A lot of voiceover, guys.
So yeah,
must have been something he said.
Yeah.
I'm. It's like the people that brought you
Taken.
That wasn't
Or no, the people who watch Taken.
Yeah. But the actual producers were like the Expendables.
Right.
and
Right.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it could go either way for sure, but it most likely it'll go in the wrong
I
direction.
want to make one of these where the person just breaks out into singing and dancing.
That would be
Like
great.
that's what I want. I want
Yeah.
Antonio if
A
he
revenge musical.
Yeah,
Yes.
or
I like
some
it.
sort of Bollywood ending or something like that. I want to put
Yeah.
a Bollywood ending on everything.
Mm-hmm. Acts of theater.
Yeah. So
Put something
all right.
on. The next movie, Annihilation. You know what I liked about this trailer? It didn't really tell me much. It was like one of those trailers that really had a mystery to it. And it's good to see Natalie Portman working again. I mean, I think she's a decent actress.
Yeah.
But you don't really see her in a ton of stuff. I mean, she had Jackie, but you don't. She doesn't show up in a lot of things. So this really felt like shades of Arrival. And when I was watching this trailer, like mysterious science fiction, there's like an entity, there's a CG barrier that they walk through, and you're not really sure what's going on. But I liked that about the trailer. I mean, because you don't get that anymore. You don't get a mystery in a trailer anymore.
That's what I love too. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's
going on?
What's happening? They walk through that like rainbow
Right. Slime jello thing.
foam or whatever that
Yeah.
is, and that's where this. And then you hear the voiceover of the guy going, "Are they carbon based?" And you're just like, "Oh man."
Can you describe it?
I felt the same way. Like, oh, this is what I really liked about Arrival.
Right.
Was how they did interacting with an alien in a very unique way that we
Right.
haven't seen, and so that I really liked. It's directed by Alex Garner. Alex Garland.
Who did Ex Machina?
Yes, he wrote and directed Ex Machina. He also wrote 28 Days Later, which I really like.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And so he wrote The Dread that came out in 2012.
That was good, yeah.
So Ex Machina was one of my favorite films that came out in 2014.
Yeah,
so
I'm definitely intrigued by this trailer.
really intrigued. I like everybody. It's based on a book. It looks, and they're saying a February release date. Now, I'm wondering if they're going to go limited before the end of the year to try to get some Oscar talk, and it's going to go wide in February.
Oh, that could be. Well, we'll find out in November, December-ish.
Right. Or, I mean, let's hope it's not a bad film and that they're dumping it in February.
Yeah.
Or the studios are kind of waking up a little bit. With Black Panther being released in February,
Right.
are the studios finally going, why are we letting these 8 weeks sit there and dead?
Right, exactly.
Like, why are we not cleaning up on this?
These are literally empty months.
Empty months.
Why aren't we releasing more movies?
Half the country's in the snow. They want to go to get outside.
Now the the downside to that is I think some of these movies that were meant for August moved. So then now all of a sudden August became dead this year.
Right.
But there's so many movies. I mean, just organize your schedule a little better.
I have a hard time believing that Annihilation is a piece of shit that they're dumping in February, just based on everyone involved and what we just talked about. So I'm really pumped.
Acts of Vengeance, maybe.
Yeah, Act of Vengeance. Come on, we know exactly what Act of Vengeance is. They said Antonio Banderas taken. They're like, okay, which weekend in February? Do you want?
Yeah.
that's how that conversation.
Yeah, they're all open.
They're all open. Whatever you want. You want to release on a Tuesday? We'll give it to you.
How quick can we get that on a plane?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Can we just live stream it on YouTube? Can we do that?
Yeah. Do we even have to shoot it? So I'm intrigued by this movie for sure, Annihilation.